plenty of talents come throughout the years, who just start like they just show up to locals one day, maybe go like 0-2, 1-2 or something, but then like a year later you see them like making upsets at like major events and stuff. So I just want to see if Obmcbob is able to use this bracket as a chance to solidify himself as that next player out of New Jersey.
Yeah, and I'm interested to see that as well. I'm interested to see what he can do against Haze. Such a strong player. Both these players, honestly, are extremely, extremely strong, and they know what they're doing. Obmcbob, as you said, definitely an up and comer, but they've shown themselves over the last couple of months why they are in this position here tonight. They've shown why they are exceptionally well at using Toon Link effectively, and just the way that they utilize their kit is just so fun to watch, and you'll see it here right now.
Yeah, I know, and it's Toon Link. You would expect either Young Link or regular Adult Link to be the one kind of making waves, but Toon Link, who hasn't really been changed much since his initial incarnation in Smash Brawl, just still able to come out here and make waves in bracket like this, especially after Link got the whole big changes to it. Oh, great punish there onto those barrels, which, as you said earlier in the bracket, Haze loves to use. So, Obmcbob showing that he's got the experience that all these other players do with each other. So, able to not get caught up by anything, weird, wacky matchup checky kind of things.
Yeah, definitely. And, the pressure coming in from Obmcbob, using those bombs, actually staying in the air with those forward airs, taking a hop back and looking for their opportunity. But meanwhile, Haze sort of doing the same thing with the banana. So it's going, and there is the first stock bomb into up air for the first stock off the board. And meanwhile, just immense pressure from both of these players here early on. Just so much to watch and so much action.
Yeah, Obmcbob sending the alley-oop to himself there with that bomb to up air. Really good stuff coming out for the start here. And is able to get through this wall of pressure that Haze is building up there between, the pop gun, the banana, there, all that. Oh no, able to fall out. Oh, gets hit by the second one, but it's not enough. Great DI. Third one's finally going to do the trick. Send Obmcbob off to the top. Haze going to even up the stock count here, but is sitting at a nice 58% here, and just going to get caught by that down air. It's going to do so much damage, and Obmcbob still sitting in the driver's seat here.
Yeah, for sure, and just trying to find that forward smash. Oh, and the forward air coming in. The second stock is gone from Haze, and Obmcbob looking like they are in control right now. They are being so patient. I love that dash back, avoiding the dash attack coming in. I love what he is doing at this time. But meanwhile, Haze not giving up quite so easily, realizing that, hey, I can make a comeback still. It's still pretty even in terms of the percents, but just this pressure, the combos from Obmcbob is real and something to watch out for.
Yeah, Obmcbob just playing so clean right now. Like, seeing very few mistakes coming out from him. And, okay, Haze with a great grab there on the monkey flip. And the bomb there does allow Obmcbob to get back, so it's a really good pull. Oh, good platform coverage there with that up, cutting out to the thing. But no, Obmcbob still has one more stock. I know, it's hard to believe that Obmcbob had like such a really good advantage going into that, and still has a really good advantage here with like a 70-some% lead. It's able to keep racking up this damage. Haze just playing around these platforms, trying to do something. Ooh, but the F tilt there, it's gonna have to go for the deep recovery. Trying to use the hero spin. Great spot dodge there. Barrels will connect, get Haze safely back to safe. But 125% on this Diddy Kong. This thing is, he's going to be losing a stock very soon here to something like a fair or bear if anything like that connects. Oh, man,
But I wouldn't be surprised if, anything, man. Just so much pressure.
Oh, good shield pressure there with that bomb. Able to go and get the grab. Ooh, trying to get the banana into the F smash there. Good grab after the shield on the hero spin. Starting to rack up damage on Obmcbob here, 61%. But it's over 150 now on Haze. Haze has to be careful here. Really pick and choose his engagements, especially with Obmcbob holding onto that banana. trying to do his best to kind of play around with the tools that Haze has and take them away from him. Yeah, just doing a really good job. Good grab there off the flip. 85% here on Obmcbob, starting to get into knockout territory, I would say. Yeah, over 100% now after that grab. This is a very tense situation. Oh, the barrel, that's going to be what does it. Able to use that to get the neutral get up, and that's going to send Obmcbob off the top and actually take the game one for Haze here.
What a comeback from Hayes. They did not seem startled when Obmcbob had a big lead. And I was thinking about that in my head. Hayes is really good at making comebacks, and we saw that just here. The barrel usage, as I've said, he loves to use those barrels, and he did that in game one, and it ended up winning him the game. So, great job from Hayes here. Wouldn't be surprised if we go back to the same stage, and we do. And right now, just I guess if you're Obmcbob, you got to find just your little minor adjustments to try to not let that happen again. Try to finish games or finish the game strong, because if you can start off well, that's going to really matter. But speaking of starting off well, Haze 41% here early. But Obmcbob trying to get a little bit of a response of their own. 33 on the table back. Using that banana as well. So good at utilizing even the opponent's strengths to their advantage. And that's the big thing here.
Ooh, able to catch Haze with that second up air as well. Continue the advantage state. Just good. Man, Obmcbob's doing a really good job of taking the banana away from Haze whenever it's on the stage, trying to use it for his own advantage, because, you know, it's Toon Link. Toon Link already has a lot of items to play with, is really good with these item combos, but throwing in something like a banana just adds even more extension to it. And Obmcbob's been doing a really good job. Oh, just the run-up smash, gonna catch that roll back to the ledge and get this first stock here for Obmcbob. Once again, starting the game off with a lead, but like you said, we're going to need to see if he can make the adaptations to really close it out this game, because the end of game two is where things kind of started to fall apart for Obmcbob. Just was unable to close it out. Ooh, it's going to dare right into banana. It's going to be a good damage racking on there for Haze. Obmcbob just trying to throw out these projectiles, catch Haze on the approach, see if he can do something, because having to be being the one to force Haze to come in and having all these good zoning tools and projectiles and whatnot is going to be able to get Obmcbob some really good damage, just like right there. Good air dodge is going to get Haze out of that situation. Ooh, it's really tense here. Grab there, going to get so much damage, but he's able to live. Obmcbob doing a really good job holding on to this first stock. Oh, not quite going to lose it there, but the banana. Nope. Okay. Got the bomb and the Zaire. Oh, man. Obmcbob just playing so insanely safe right now and is able to not get caught with anything. But finally, Haze is going to get a spot dodge onto a dash attack from Obmcbob, follow it up with the up tilt, and take that first stock off the board.
Yeah, and I really like that up tilt coming in from Haze. Just not, again, as you saw this earlier, but the up smash, you know, not needed to be used there because of the high percent. But meanwhile, Obmcbob just playing safe. I like this strategy now from Obmcbob, playing a little bit more safe, trying to find their openings and opportunities. But Haze putting on the pressure, realizing that now is the time, but avoiding that big time up air, but, you know, just trying to, the spacing from both of these guys right now, and there is the forward air, taking it off the side, and can Obmcbob close is the question.
Yeah, we're in a very similar situation to what last game was, and now the onus is going to be on Obmcbob to not repeat the mistakes that happened at the end of last game. You just got to close out this last stock here. Doing a really good job, getting a lot of damage on here, 48%. Keeping Haze in a pretty extended disadvantage state here. Now finally is Haze able to get center stage control back. Good there. He's actually going to swing him under the stage enough to dodge the banana. Trying to use the bomb, the boomerang, anything to cover this. Ooh, I like the idea. Try to pop him up into like a bear or something. Get some really good damage there. Unfortunately, does not connect. Ooh, there's another gear coming out. Good spot dodge, aerial dodge rather. Is going to get Haze back to stage safely. Use the up smash, secure that stock earlier rather than later. Put it at a last stock situation here, but Obmcbob still in the driver's seat in terms of this percent lead.
Yeah, and this is a big percent lead here now. But as I said earlier, he's got to close. And right now, just not in the best situation in this disadvantaged state. It seems like when it's last stock, Haze really turns on the Jets and really turns on the power, because right now 59 is on the board, getting a huge forward tilt there, but Haze not standing down and just realizing that now is the time to make a good fashioned comeback. Haze realizing that they're in a good spot. Oh, but unfortunately whiffing on that smash attack, just losing some of that pressure, but the up smash not gonna take it quite yet. Trying to find it. Oh, and tries for it again, but then misses off of that. But there it is, the back air, gonna take it. And Haze able to come back, and you can tell that Obmcbob is frustrated. He clearly wanted that one back.
Man, yeah, who wouldn't be frustrated in Obmcbob's situation there? Just unable to close out 2 games in a row. It's very unfortunate. Hate to see someone go out like that. But, Obmcbob still had some really great moments in that set, showing that he could have been the one to take it over Haze, move on to losers finals. But Haze just being stalwart in these high pressure situations towards the end of games, and is able to, not let the mental pressure, the mental stack build up, just keep things clear, focus on the here and now, and is able to get both of these games over Obmcbob to move on to losers finals.
Yeah, there's just strong adaptation from Haze. Just, again, reading where Obmcbob was going to go. That was a big thing. And just the mental fortitude of that last stock, again, just turning on the Jets was just such a huge difference maker in this one, in both games, honestly. And the way Haze really calmed down in the last stock as well, really staying calm, staying focused of his goal. I think that's really what got him to that point of taking this one over Obmcbob in a 2-0 fashion.
Yeah, Obmcbob just showing, Haze showing why he keeps on getting top 8s, top 4s in infusions. Just, really great play coming out. And is able to keep Obmcbob on the back foot towards the ends of these games. And yeah, like these defensive dodges that we saw coming out from Haze a lot were really good. Like, yeah, his offensive predictions may not have been the best throughout the set, trying to get some really hard reads, but just in the absolute wrong direction. But at the same time, when Haze needed to make the read on the defense, he was making those reads and was able to safely find himself back to stage, back to lead, get center stage control, and is just able to kind of, out advantage Obmcbob in the end times there, where Obmcbob needed to find those hits to secure the game.
I'm definitely
absolutely, and just the adaptation, as you said, adaptation. That was the big thing from Haze, especially on those last stocks. It was just so important to realize that, hey, we're still in this. And he kind of had that in the back of his mind. I could kind of tell that, you're still in the game. You cannot just give up just because you're down. You're down, but you're not out. And